What you're about to watch is a clip from my BrandLytics training where I get together with entrepreneurs, thought leaders who want to build their brand using YouTube and making data-driven decisions to blow up their brand this year. Enjoy. We're talking about something that I haven't talked about inside of BrandLytics, but also just in general. I haven't really talked about ad strategies yet, and I think it's interesting and helpful. If you have budget, not everybody does when they're starting their channel, but if you have budget, how can you use it to actually grow your channel where a lot of people do it incorrectly? I can't tell you how many accounts I've joined, I've looked at, where they are just making a disaster of their ad spend. Either one, just going completely off the books and not using Google, but using Reddit, using other kind of fake sources. There's one guy, big name guy, who that was my first call with him. He's like, wow, you're doing so well, look at your channel growing, but how come you're not getting any subs? Oh, like we just buy a bunch of subs and views from Reddit from Brazil. And then his channel got banned for a week. He's like, okay, never buy again from Reddit. You know, I get that like the metrics matter and the vanity matters. I get all that, but like if you're gonna buy views and buy subs, let's do it in a way that's actually kosher with YouTube. So that's what I cover today. I'm not teaching any black hat stuff. All of this stuff is Google approved. We're using Google's own tools to be able to use it and can really propel your channel forward. So I'm going to talk about the different ad formats, in-stream versus discovery. So in-stream, this is one of the big mistakes that a lot of people make. In-stream are the ones that show up before video, usually, and also sometimes in the middle of a video or at the end of the video. In-stream ads are great if you just want to get views. Think about it. You're interrupting somebody's video. So this video, this is a video that Russell Brunson put out recently, Proximity is Power, talking about him and Tony Robbins. When you click play, you see this before, right? So there's two ads that will show up. This is the first one. I want to watch Russell Brunson and Tony Robbins, but I'm getting this ad for dugout mugs. I probably don't care a lot about dugout mugs. Now, these are great ads for conversion. So, Casey in the house, I know you're great at direct response marketing. If you have something to sell, this is actually one of the most cost-effective and efficient ways right now. A lot of the people who are Facebook ad gurus are moving to YouTube because there's less restrictions and it's getting a lot cheaper. And these are the ads that they're doing, is this pre-roll. So if you have something to sell, you have a business model attached to it, whether you're running it before your own videos, one of the great reasons of building an organic YouTube audience is that then you can run pre-roll ads against your own channel at a discounted rate and then sell whatever program you've got. It's at a discounted rate because you make money from the video as well. So you're paying to be on your own channel, but then you make the money back on AdSense. So if you got something to sell, it's fantastic. And every view, anytime somebody goes past the 15-second mark, it counts as a view. But it doesn't lead to organic growth for the channel. These guys are not going to be subscribing to the channel. So if I'm sitting here, I may watch this ad. I really want to get to this video. I may be trying to skip as soon as possible. But if I go past the 15-second mark, it counts as a view. But there's no place for me to actually subscribe to dugout mugs. And I'm probably not going to, right? Because I want to watch this video with Russell and Tony. So this is where a lot of people are buying ads. And it's just the wrong method if you want growth for the channel. If you just want views, if you say, hey, it's really important that I get 10,000 views on each video at the cheapest possible rate, this is the way to do it. But nobody's going to subscribe to the channel. So it's just about balancing priorities. And I'm not here to judge you to say how important views are for your brand and everything else, but it will not help you grow the channel. It is fantastic for selling and pitching your product. The first 5 seconds of the video is a pitch for the rest of the ad because I can skip after 5 seconds. So you got to hook me in the first 5 seconds to make me want to watch the rest of the ad to then go buy your product. So the options that I can do here is learn more, about whatever this program is, get emotive, or skip the ad. But nowhere can I subscribe to it. But this will count as a view. Okay, not recommended for channel growth though. Discovery is the other one. Okay, so that's called in-stream. The other is discovery. Those are your two options. In discovery, your ads are showing up as a suggested view. So they're watching a video Most views will happen on mobile. So this is what it'll look like. This is the watch page. You'll see a bunch of videos underneath, and then your ad will show up right above all the other suggested videos. This is what you want to be doing. The targeting becomes super important to make sure you're targeting the right audience, but they're opting in to actually watch the video. So I'm watching this video. If this was if this was the same video, if this was the Russell and Tony video, I'm watching it here. Underneath, I see your video. I still have to click to go and watch it. So I'm opting in versus the in-stream ads where I'm being forced to watch this commercial. So when you're getting a view, it's much more a real view, and also leads to a normal video page. This page is leading to a sales page. It's leading me off-site. This page is leading me to a video that then I can watch, that I can then subscribe. And so this is how we can get a lot of channel growth, subscriber growth count for our audience. But the targeting becomes super important because you can get your video in front of a lot of people. It doesn't mean it's the right people, just like ad buying across any other platform. So we want to be going for discovery if you care about the channel growth. So this is just, I need tons of views, but they're not going to ever be buyers. They're not going to subscribe to the channel. This is, I care about getting views and I want to grow my channel, get more subscribers. So I'm going to focus most of this talk on discovery. We could dive in if you have questions in the chat or at the end about in-stream if you want to, but discovery is how we're going to actually grow our channel. So if you're trying to create a discovery campaign, YouTube is Google. So you use Google AdWords. When you're creating a campaign, there are no campaigns that you can set up yet that optimize for channel growth. AdWords was designed to be a conversion sequence. So if you see all the options, you can get sales, leads, website traffic, brand consideration, etc., promote my app, local listings, but there is no option for YouTube subscriber growth, which actually creates an opportunity because not a lot of people are doing it. So the cost is still relatively low to really get in. So we're going to create a campaign without a goals guidance. And I'm just going to walk you through kind of step by step so that if you're super familiar with AdWords, great, use it. If you're not, here's a step-by-step sequence to be able to do it. Next, we're going to go video. Continue. Then we're going to go custom video campaign. This one we would do for the in-stream if you wanted, but custom video campaign. And then here, okay, so some of the settings to pay attention to. These settings can save you a lot of money if you do it properly, okay? Setting number one, always uncheck video partners on the display network. These are all on by default. Always uncheck this. All we care about if we're trying to grow a channel is being promoted on YouTube, not across YouTube's and Google's entire display network, other websites, Gmail, etc. We don't want to be showing up there. We only care about YouTube. This one is hit or miss, search results. If you really know your audience and you really know the keywords that they're going to be searching for, this means you're going to show up under search, or this one means you're going to show up underneath somebody else's video. This is for sure a winner because they're already watching videos. This one is a little iffy because we want to not just be a utility channel where they're just searching and not continuing the sequence. We want them to watch multiple videos from our channel. So when you're showing up here, they're clicking on suggested. Now we're bringing in the audience that loves clicking on suggested videos. So they're more likely to watch another video and another video and another video, where people who are only on search don't necessarily always follow that breadcrumb. So you could play with it. This one's going to get you way better results. This one I would just test to see if you're going to do it, really refine your keywords, and then pay attention to if your channels are growing or not. Location is a whole other discussion. So this is another one when I'm talking to, Drew works with clients. I end up just helping my friends who are most of the biggest people in thought leadership on YouTube. And when they're looking at growing their channel, the next question becomes, how much do you care about where they come from? And this is different depending on the person. Some people, they just want to get the 100,000, the 1 million, to get the plaques, to get the prestige, a little ego boost, reputation, and they don't care where it's from. And so if you don't care where your people are coming from, it's all countries and territories. Some people really want to build a list of buyers. Like, hey, I want to sell my stuff to them eventually. I want to sell my subscriptions. I want to sell my consulting. I want to sell my programs, courses, etc. If you're doing that and that's your goal, then these are the big four usually people go after: Australia, Canada, UK, US. Those are the people who have the most money, who care the most about personal development, and are most likely to buy your thing, right? So how do you balance it? And there's no right answer. There's some people I've worked with, it's like, I don't even care about buyers. I have my own business model. I figured all that out. I just need for people, when they go to my YouTube channel, they see big numbers of real subscribers, not like fake subscribers that might get me banned, right? It's like, okay, well, this is the way, but just turn on all countries and you'll get a bunch of people from India and Argentina and Brazil and global, but you're not building a North America, Australia, UK buyer list. So there's no right answer, just what's the right answer for you and your business for you're at now. Some people do a switch. It's like, okay, once I get to 100,000, then I'm going to switch over. Or once I get to 1 million, then I'm going to switch over because now I have a little more prestige. Because especially if you've come from a different industry and you've had success and you're starting on YouTube, you don't want to start and only have 800 subscribers. So this is a faster way to be able to go off and do it. Other settings, always uncheck TV screens. Always uncheck TV screens, because you can get a lot of watch time on a TV screen because it auto plays to the next video. So some people just leave their TV on, go do something else, go to the park, whatever, and your videos just keep playing and playing and playing. But to subscribe from a TV screen is really hard. They have to get out their remote and click over. It's just a really big pain. And so most people do not subscribe from a TV screen. So there's another thing. If we care about only views, TV screens are on. If we care about actually converting them to subscribers, growth for our channel, TV screens are off. The other three are all fine. Peter's saying it's cheaper to go everywhere. Is there a country you've seen as cheapest? It'll be 7 to 10 times more expensive to target these countries. 7 to 10 times more expensive. If you don't care and you just want views and subscribers and real people, you don't select certain countries. You just go all countries and territories. India will definitely be number one, just because they're so huge and everybody's on YouTube there and they all have their phones, etc. Then it'll probably be Argentina, Brazil, South American countries. But it'll be 7 to 10 times more. So it's like, of course I want these countries, of course. But do you want to pay 7 to 10 times more? Ooh, okay, maybe not. So that becomes, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just what fits for your goals for the organization and how much you prioritize conversion versus just the branding of having X number of subscribers on your channel. Okay, so that's in-stream versus discovery, right? We want discovery, and those are some of the settings to pay attention to help you save a lot of money. Almost everybody gets this wrong. If I'm looking at somebody's campaign, they always have TV screens picked off. They sometimes have countries picked off. They're making a lot of, they almost always have all three clicked off, and you're just basically losing money with those settings. This will save you a lot of money and get you better results. If you want to see this full video as well as train live with me twice a month to blow up your brand, join the BrandLytics training program. There's a link to join right there next to me. Continue to believe. I'll see you there.